yours was related. Okay, here's the thing. I believe that the Comey letter was a foul deed. It was a wrong thing to do. I have had great admiration for Director Comey. I think that he just couldn't take the heat. I think there should be an investigation, and we'll figure out how to call for that, of how Giuliani knew 2 days before that something was coming. It has been the practice of prosecutors and U.S. attorneys historically not to release that kind of information, even when they think it's significant, so close to an election. And Director Comey said, I don't know if this is significant. It really just changed everything. And the same Comey who said he didn't want to put his name on the consensus intelligence appraisal that the Russians were hacking, the Russians were the hackers of the Democratic committees and Hillary Clinton's campaign, because he didn't want to, it was too close to the election for him to sign a consensus intelligence document. So something is not right in this picture, and I think the American people deserve an investigation into how a foreign government had an impact on our election and how Rudy Giuliani had access to that information when he did. I think the Comey letter was dispositive of the election. Now, should we have been more fortified to be able to withstand the hit? Well, that's part of the after-action review evaluation, but that we could just see it in the numbers. You know, we thought we were like at 20 and trying to go for more. Hillary was like this in those districts. Hillary went like that in those districts. Now, I'm talking from the standpoint of what the numbers I have seen in our races. In terms of Hillary's race, I think the minute he came out with that letter, that was totally wrong. Totally wrong. Is that the two-part? I think everybody has to be vetted in terms of Giuliani. Hopefully they'll have a vetting. As you may know, yesterday in our previous question on the floor, we were saying, don't vote for this. Let us bring up a bill that says no lobbyists should be on the transition team. No funds in this act following the legislation that is already there, but codifying that they shouldn't be on the transition team. Certainly the vetting process that everybody goes through, no matter who wins the election, will reveal whether what his exposure is.
What about Jared Lear? Is that against nepotism?
Well, that's a third question. So you were next.
Back to the debate within your caucus.
Yes.
Congressman Tim Ryan considering a challenge against you. We talked to him on the way into the caucus meeting. He said that we have the lowest number in our caucus since 1929. We've lost over 60 seats since 2010. He said that, speaking about you, he said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and keep getting the same results. I wonder if you could respond to that.
I don't want to respond to that, but I will say the following, and that is in 2005 and 2006, I orchestrated the take-back of the House of Representatives. I'm very, very proud of that, and as I said, we see that as an opportunity now. When President Clinton was president, the Republicans took the House. President Bush was president, the Democrats took the House. When President Obama was president, the Republicans took the House. So we have an opportunity. It doesn't mean any guarantee, but it means that we will do very hard work. So I hope to have, I'm very proud to have the opportunity. I know how to do it, to get it done, but I'm not responding to any comments like that. Yes, ma'am.
Just a quick question. Jesse Jackson just today came out asking for President Obama to pardon Hillary Clinton. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't even know about that. A partner for what? I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. I mean, I just don't know, but I don't know why you would partner for what. I'm sorry. That doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, ma'am.
On appropriations, what's your reaction to Chairman Rogers announcing his
Yeah.
CR through the end of March, and what type of add-ons, I'm thinking specifically supplementals, will House Democrats be pushing for? In terms of supplemental funding, will you be looking for any?
Well, you're talking about a different bill, a supplemental bill?
So Chairman Rogers just
Yeah, he just said that about the CR.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if you're gonna be trying to attach supplemental appropriations. I know there's a war supplemental, you guys still want.
Well, no, the supplemental bill is a separate bill, and the president has sent over a supplemental. I don't know if you sent it yet, but in the process of presenting a supplemental bill, which is a different bill. That's about now. The CR is about how we would go forward. I would have hoped that we could have achieved an omnibus. Our Democrats and Republicans on the Appropriations Committee, I'm from that culture, I'm an appropriator, and we always are able to try to work together. And they have been making good progress until this morning on finishing up the appropriations bills. Now this freezes it because they're only talking about until March. I think it would be to give the American people certainty, and all who interact with the U.S., whether it's a person getting a Social Security check or all the way across the board, you want some certainty. And to go to March is really not certain. But I would say this, I think that they're making a big mistake for themselves. They're going to have a kettle of fish in March that they can't even imagine. And it's too bad that we could not have gone to next September.